Hello everyone, happy new week. Remember we are still talking about the fruit of the spirit, and I promised you that this week we're going to start talking about love, which is the very first fruit that was written in, or that is written rather, in the book of Galatians chapter 5. Come with me to verse 22. It says, but the fruit of the spirit is love, joy, peace, long suffering, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, self-control. Now it says, against such there is no law. So, and I just want to talk about love, and then we'll now quickly rush through the other fruit of the spirit. But love, why love? You know, when I first read this thing, I'm sure you have also read it for yourself. So when I first read this thing, I kept thinking that, okay, love, why love? Why is love? Why is peace? Why is joy not the very first? You know, because someone that have joy can easily show love, right? But that is what is bringing me to the topic of today. What is love? So what is love? Let's go to 1 Corinthians. We want to see what love is, because love, sometimes people have actually how do I put it now, misinterpreted what love is. You know, some say it's when you love somebody, you know, or when somebody gives you gift, or when somebody shows you kindness, or when somebody, things like that, all kinds of, you know, things. And then when you go to the world, the guy says I love you, the woman is saying I love you, is just flying everywhere without knowing the true meaning of love. What is love? Love is like light. When you are in the dark and it's so dark you can see, you don't even know your right from your left, everywhere is dark, and all of a sudden, boom, there's a pinch of light somewhere. Every eye will go towards that light, because this light that's coming to shine in the midst of darkness, no matter how tiny that light is, because it's so dark, that light is going to shine, and everybody's going to look or walk towards it in order to get direction. And that's how love is. What is love? Love is not the kindness you show to yourself, to your friends. Those you, of course, you love them, that's why they're your friends. Your family, you love them, that's why they're your family. But when you talk about love is something that it's a situation where maybe somebody doesn't even deserve it. People that don't deserve it, we ourselves, we did not deserve the kind of love that God showed to us. Like I said last week, that if you compare the sin of this generation to the sin of Sodom and Gomorrah, you will see that God's love is very strong and very deep for us. Because the people of Sodom and Gomorrah didn't even do half of what this generation is doing, yet they were destroyed. In the days of Noah, flood came, destroyed them. Now we're still standing. Why are we standing? It is because of the love that Christ showed us. God showed us love. He said, for God so loved the world that He gave His only begotten, His only Son, Jesus. And Jesus came and He died for you and I, so that we will not die, so that we will not be condemned. He took the shame, He took the pain. And I'm just thinking, how many of us are willing to die for anyone? We're not even willing. In fact, especially in these days of me, myself, and I don't care what you think, I don't care what you're doing, I don't care this, I don't care that, flying everywhere. Is there still love? And I want to talk about love. The foundation of Christianity is built on love. And until you know the meaning of love, you cannot practice love. Now, let me see what Apostle Paul tells us in 1 Corinthians chapter 13, which is very popular. And he says in verse 4, love suffers long. He says, love is kind. Love does not envy. Love does not parade itself. Love is not puffed up. Love does not behave rudely. Does not seek its own. It's not selfish. Is not provoked. It thinks no evil, does not rejoice in iniquity, but rejoices in the truth, bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. Love never fails. But whether there are prophecies, they will fail. Whether there are tongues, they will cease. Whether there is knowledge, it will vanish away. For we know in part and we prophesy in part. But when that which is perfect has come, then that which is in part will be done away. Let me stop here. This is all of. So, with all this that we have just read, love does not envy, does not behave rudely. Do you have love in you? That is the assignment I want to give you this week. Ask yourself, am I really practicing love? Do I really have love in me? Do I really have the love of God in me? Am I a Christian that practices love? Am I a Christian that showcases love? Am I a Christian that preaches love? And I'm a doer of what I preach. See you next week and we'll talk more